Hello guys, it's 10 p.m. in UK time and I'm gonna do the market close update. As you can see, there are some positive news when it comes to the tariffs and in regards to the agreements with Mexico that could be delaying for 1 month the tariffs imposed with this country. There's also a potential upcoming meeting with authorities from Canada that could also potentially be positive in these regards. And I'm gonna look into price action, how that is looking. That was just what was needed to close the full CME gap, as we were discussing yesterday. If general markets like what they're hearing, there could be a recovery. If general markets are bad, everything drags back down. And as you can see with this promising news at the moment, that was enough to fill the gap. Let's go into the 4 hour and let's see what is the effect on this time frame. Since this morning, I mentioned that I entered in a position when we pinched the global support, and that was aiming for the top of this range. I made a mistake actually. I just noticed that in some tweets I talk about target RSI 54 when actually this is located at 57. And as you can see in the price, we haven't yet got into there. So that is actually located not at 101.3, but at 102.5. At the moment, the price seems to be still sticking around that area. It's slowed down, definitely. We've been 2 hours right below that resistance, but possibly if we stick around that area, we could pinch the global resistance. That global resistance, if you place it on an RSI 4 hour, looks like this. And if we break out, there is a chance that we could go to 76 on 4 hour. But if you look at price action, we already know that this looks definitely like a V recovery. We just missed going into 106K. I mentioned there is a liquidation. The largest one is around there, but we have done incredible progress. If you think about it, a full rally from 91.3 all the way in a single day above 100K, that is already 10K during today, pretty much. Let's go to the daily and let's see what is the structure looking like. Unfortunately, we closed the week pretty low as well, so that did some damage to the weekly. I mentioned that in the main video today. The daily is looking precisely like in the best of my dreams, right? We bounce from the point of control. We wick all the way to the bottom of the range, so we don't have pending to go and hit the bottom of the range based on having this liquidity hunt in here, because we already did it, right? And we did it in a single day. And if we close today with this green engulfing candle with a long wick to the downside, that is already calling all the bulls for a recovery. And that could continue going higher. Of course, we have some resistance as usual. You know, we have resistance from this order block and the all-time high and all of that. But thanks to this candle, we are opening the door to start talking about higher targets. And we made it to 35 at some point in the RSI. We pinched that level and we bounced off. We are not leaving that below because the daily close potentially, is not confirmed, is coming back to the previous range. So all of this was just a fake out to the downside, you could say. I also want to show you a little bit of data. I know it should be a short update, but let's refresh this. And as you can see, we got green at the bottom. At that point, I was entering, I think I entered actually a 95.9. That was my entry. We went lower as I was sleeping. I left my order there and I waited patiently. We went into green. That was a lot of bidding going on. and we are currently facing quite a lot of ask liquidity, right? So that's why it went into the red. And here is the thing, that could be just the effect of the current resistance on the 4 hour, and it could produce a small pullback. We need to address the size of that pullback. If it's just a bull flag, it could still have chances to continue higher. Of course, if there are bad news, again, I hate to have to say that once again, but bad news could extend that pullback a little bit longer. But I think we're in the right track, and possibly this ask is just gonna get a pinch and continue higher. Just like the general markets are doing. We also have still negative funding rates, which is also bullish. It means that there are a lot of shorts trap. And looking at liquidations, just going to give you the summary, but I haven't seen many liquidations of shorts. And I know because of the delta, longs and shorts, that we are about to reach the area of value, that there is a heck of a lot of shorts, and they are now starting to get very tense, because if Bitcoin does that big recovery and confirms it, and we start rallying to the top, all the liquidity that we've been talking about at 107 all the way to 117, I bet anything that it has grown exponentially. So that pain for the shorts on this recovery, it could be possibly as big as the pain that the longs just had. So congratulations to the market maker. You just did everything that you needed to do to take money from both sides. If it plays out, you have my applause. Guys, if you like this update, remember to hit the like, leave down a comment down there. That is really motivating for every evening before going to sleep, give you this sort of updates. I'll see you tomorrow in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.